Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all keeping well, and if you're new here, welcome. Today going to be a bit of a slightly different style video today actually, because it's going to be over 3 days. So I've got 3 days where I've got a really short amount of time that I can be here. So what I'm thinking about doing is just doing an hour every single time, and hopefully by kind of like the next weekend I'll be in a really good position to start cracking on with things and actually planting some bits up, or just like prepping the area a little bit better. So yeah, that's really exciting. But I thought today what we'll do is kind of like I did last time with the string. I'll do it again, but for the actual key areas of what I showed you in the like mini plan that I had. So, and just to kind of see, because that is a rough plan, it's obviously not too accurate measurements and things, and I don't have exact measurements on there. So it's kind of just going to be going as we can fit things in. So I'm thinking an hour today, an hour on Tuesday, and an hour on Wednesday, and hopefully should be able to get it done. I might have a little bit of extra time as well on Tuesday and Wednesday, so fingers crossed that will be an option for me. But today I'm just going to cut the grass down as much as I can, because I'm going to be flipping it over. So the shorter that grass is, the easier it will be to kind of take just the surface level off of it. I did that when I did the polytunnel, and it did work quite well actually, to be perfectly honest. I didn't disrupt the ground too much, but it's not ideal, but needs must at this time of year. So just grateful that I've got the opportunity to do it. So yeah, big day today. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut all the grass down now, and then we can start planning out the areas, and I'll move the like Christmas bed as well today. So that will be moved over, and that will give me an idea of how much space, because I think I've underestimated that space a little bit. So we'll see. Let's move the bed over and we will go from there. So I think today what I'm better off doing is cutting these bits of grass down, absolutely, and then just focusing on just kind of like this side of the archway, rather than trying to do both sections. I've got 2 more days, so we'll just do it from here to here and focus on here. Perfect. So grass is majority cut down. It's obviously not very neat, and then I'm going to keep this on just for now, and I'm just going to mark out kind of where the sections are, and whether I can fit in this here. That'll be like kind of the main focus. And then I've bought, so these lavender, I thought I could smell it. There's some new bits of lavender just coming through, and it just smells, smells so good. I can smell it already. So super excited. I'm gonna probably cut down some of these tips as well. I'm wondering if, because they do still smell, I can probably reuse them for something. So yeah, I'll cut them down as well, I think. And then I've actually bought a few more of these from B&Q, because this is what they came in, like a small pack. Let me grab them quickly actually. So this is the pack, so you get 6, but this one I think has died unfortunately. But yeah, I only picked them up yesterday actually as well, which is a little bit annoying, but never mind. So I picked these up from B&Q, and that's what these were last year. And then what I'll do is just fill in this front section here. I'm going to take out these bricks, and then I'm just going to put in just this kind of little bit here that you can see is pretty raised. And I'll put them along here, and then kind of like fill this area. And then my other ones I picked up from the nursery will go here. Unless actually I could put the ones from the nursery in the front here and then carry on this line with these 5, and then it might just break up this area a little bit as well here. Oh, I'll have a little think about that. But yeah, they were pretty good and they grew very, very well last year, very quickly. So I was really pleased with them. It's definitely worth a little pop for £9. If you just want some lavender, I've never been able to get the seeds to germinate, unfortunately. So now I just pick up these from garden centres or from B&Q, where I can get my hands on them, really. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. I've got some really big plans for lavender this year. So the more I can grow of it, the better. And then I've got as well a lot of this. I can't think of what it's called. I will find the name out of it. So I will keep these in here. And also, these always keep getting cut down. The council obviously don't want you, they do want you to keep the front of your plot tidy, and unfortunately that means cutting down a bit more of the wildflowers. So I'm wondering whether I can somehow dig this up, move it in, but we'll see, just something to think about. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly start planning out some of the areas in this section here. Yeah, so I really underestimated this area here. As you can see, so the plan was to have a big gap between here, but no, I don't really want to compromise on either of the sizes. So I'm just trying to debate whether to move this forward to the front of the plant and just have it right in that part there, and then like a little walking bit, and I can move my cut flower area over here somewhere. But I just don't really want to compromise on the size of this or that, and I don't really want to build something extra that this is going to work perfectly for it. So there's just no point. I'm just creating myself more work, more money to build something. If I can find something, then absolutely, but I don't think at the moment I've got anything. So the good thing obviously about the way that I've planned for this year is that if anything does change later down the line, because it's going to be wood chip, it's just going to be easier to kind of move things around, stick a little bit of compost on it, and we're good to go again. So yeah, I just need to kind of figure out the best way to what's it called, where to have this and where to move it to. So I'm just gonna have a little play around with some areas and have a little bit of fun with it. But I just want to show you the Brussels I've just taken out. I don't know how good they are, but I probably should have left them in just for the top ones, but we'll see. So while I had a little think about that, I was just kind of like stood there and I was thinking, actually, do you know what would be a good idea? I've kind of just gone round the rest of the plot and done the cut all the grass down, because then I think, well, actually then Tuesday and Wednesday, it leaves me in a good position where I can just crack on with this. So what I'm going to do quickly is just take out this celery. I'll leave the leek in there just for now anyway. I'll take out the chard. I am going to pop them into the compost. I know I said I was going to leave it, but not put anything else in it. But do you know what? It needs to be done, so let's just do it. And then I'll have a little think about this tonight, or this afternoon, shall I say. And then, but you can kind of see now where that will come up to. And then I can always put my sweet corn in here, because kind of once they go in, they don't really need to be touched. And the pumpkin won't be that high, so if I do need to do anything, I will still be able to kind of lean on them, or kind of like walk on that area. It won't be too much of an issue. But I was trying not to put anything too high here, because the sun finishes kind of over this side and I didn't want to block it at all. So just something to think about tonight. Yeah, I'm not quite sure yet. We'll have a little think. It should be okay. But yeah, that's kind of, I think, where we're gonna finish off for the day. We're back, day 2 of 3, so it's currently Tuesday today. I've completely lost all concept of time at the moment. I'm just kind of going day by day, but yeah, so Tuesday today. So I've actually probably got about 2 and a bit hours here, which is really good actually. I managed to get here a lot earlier than I had anticipated. So yeah, today what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to plan out where the pea section is going to go, because I still need to have a little think about the other side. Let me move back into the shed because of the noise. There we go, that's better. Hopefully you can hear me still. So yeah, so I still need to like kind of like figure that out. So what I thought might be quite good is to put up the canes today for where the peas are going to go, and just have a little think, because what I am thinking about doing is maybe putting things like the parsnips and things underneath where the peas are going to go, because they're not going to need to be touched for quite a while, and the peas are obviously going to be growing upwards and the parsnips are going to be growing down. I'm thinking, I don't know whether it's an educated guess, but I'm thinking maybe if I can put the parsnips in the ground and they can just kind of grow underneath, and I can save that space, like another space where I was going to put the parsnips before. So yeah, I'm just having a little think about that. And then I can also mark out where the tomatoes are going to go, and I do at some point need to split the rhubarb, and it's something I'm really worried about because the rhubarb is so lovely that I'm really worried about ruining it. So I just want to make sure I've done enough research on that. But yeah, let me show you kind of what the plan is. So yeah, the plan is today is to take my big canes and just kind of mark out here and up to kind of where they will go. So the kind of idea is that they're going to go one up into here and then one back down to here, and then hopefully I can do that kind of all the way along, and I can just put my sweet peas on one side here, and the rest of like my beans and peas and things like that can go along here. So I probably just need to move this bit a little bit, and maybe just take up this bit of lawn grass here. So I'll just rake away whatever I cut last time, and then I'll just kind of like skim the top layer of lawn off. Not ideal. I really wish I had have thought about this last year, but obviously plans have not gone to plan, so in a good way. So I'm just taking it as a blessing, to be honest with you. But yeah, let's crack on with that, I think. So I've just gone around with the edger and I've just cut in. It's probably only gone down maybe 2 or 3 inches, not even that, and I'm not even going to take that much out of the ground. So I've just gone kind of over this bit, and then just made the corner here as well. Hopefully that will just make it a little bit easier to kind of skim the top edge off rather than trying to kind of like dig out of nowhere. So I'll leave these bits in for now. Well, just kind of rested on it. No, I will take these off in a minute. But also, look how gorgeous the sky looks this morning. Just absolutely stunning. You can see all like the raindrops as well on the my next doors. How gorgeous. I'm glad I just did this little bit first, because now I look at it, I think, is it actually going to make it okay to, what's it called? Put parsnips in there? Probably not. So, probably won't be able to put parsnips on that side, but I should be able to put it in here. When I take all of this up, if I just take a little bit of the cardboard away, it shouldn't be too bad. The ground underneath will be absolutely fine. It's like that. Just full of weeds, that's all. So if I can just keep de-weeding it, or taking all the weeds out as I go, then I should be able to get some parsnips, at least in this section here. And then I will just have to do the same, I think, with this corner as I have there, and just not put any parsnips. Well, to be fair, if I'm not going to put any parsnips in it, there's no point disturbing the soil. So I will just put a little bit of cardboard in this area here, and we'll go from there. But I feel like you can start to kind of see the little edge starting off now, which is really exciting. Yeah, it feels like I've actually finally begun. Sorry, I'm so out of breath. That took so much more effort than I thought it was going to. But once I kind of got the hang of it, like the technique, it was really easy. Right, we'll have to video from this side because the sun is so bright you won't see it from the other. So what I've done is just put one along here, and then I've also added another one because it didn't quite fit to this, and I thought it'd be really good to really stabilise it. I can attach it to the archway. So this one was broken from last year, unfortunately. So what I'll do is I think I'll attach that. I'm gonna have a little think first, but I'll attach that. Luckily, I actually kept the string from the P support that I had over along the fence line, and I took a little bit of time last year and unravelled it when I took it off, rather than just cutting it all off. And I put them all into little loops, so they were nice and tidy. I feel like I've done when people do their Christmas lights, and they've just been in like little loops like this in here, in little sections, and I've actually managed to reuse them, which has made me very, very happy. And they actually only needed about 3 loops, so there's still loads and loads left over. But yeah, I think it's really starting to come together. I love it. But you can kind of see now the divide it's going to create in the plot, which is what I want. I kind of want it to feel like 2 separate areas. So yeah, I'm excited. This is why it's really important to keep your shed tidy because I just went to pick something out there and I found this massive cardboard box that I've been keeping, which actually has 2 layers in it. So yeah, there's going to be loads of cardboard here. I did also find an old trainer box, so that's gone down there, but I'm wondering whether I can use that one for one of the bigger areas and maybe just put it down here for now, just to try and suppress it a little bit at least. But worst comes to worst, do you know what, actually I might take it up and put it down on here, because this will be the harder part, I think, to keep weed free, because this was a bed, and I know I was talking about putting parsnips and things in here, but actually I do think just for this year maybe it might be better to just try and suppress the weeds a bit. So I'll move just this first section, put the cardboard down, and then put them back on top just to hold them in place just for now. But yeah, that is a nice little score. I actually got so much down. So I've added this whole panel up here and managed to overlap it quite a bit with here. I've got this panel down here, and then I've got another strip that goes up underneath these. So yeah, really, really good actually. That's made quite a bit of a difference, I think. So what I do want to just do now is, apologies, it cut off quite abruptly there because I had a little bit of a brain thought. So I need to move this rose to here, and I need to do it quick because it's going to start, as you can see on the majority of my roses, it's starting to bud, which means that if I'm not quick, I will run out of time, and if I move it then I risk the chance of damaging the flowers and things like that, which I obviously don't want to do. However, I'm wondering about whether to change this wire out for the one that's actually on here already, just because it's a little bit more sturdy, and I've got loads of it over there. This one here, where it was just like chicken wire, it's got loads of really sharp bits coming out of it, and as you can see, they don't always wrap round, and I know it goes all the way over the top, but before I start putting things on there, obviously sweet peas won't matter because they can come down at the end of the season and I can redo it then. The rose, however, I won't. So I'm just having a little think. I can always do this job tomorrow, that's fine, it's not an issue. I'm running out of time anyway, to be perfectly honest with you, but just something that I really need to think about. I'm also going to have a little think, because in here are loads and loads of bricks that I put to kind of block the edge out. But what I'm thinking about doing is maybe taking the bricks out and just moving them forward. There is as well, where I walk Robbie, they've got loads of bricks outside their house where they were doing building works, and the bricks haven't been touched for at least 6 months, I would say, probably even longer, maybe even close to 9-10. So I'm wondering about whether to ask them if I can buy a set off of them or take some off of them. I'm more than happy to buy them off them, because they're really pretty bricks as well, and creating an edge all the way along, just making a really nice clear, because I want to keep this grass on the pathway, just keeping a really nice clear edge line all the way down and kind of blocking this bit off here. So yeah, I think I'm going to take these bricks out, and then we can go from there really. I've also got loads of these. When I purchased them, I only needed like 8 of them, but you could only buy them, I swear, in a pack of like 15 or 20. So what I'm thinking about doing is buying another one of these. I've got these, and I've got loads of this wire as well, and creating a structure from over here, and I can put maybe one here and one at the end here, and then just put, or maybe even one in the middle as well if needed, but I can put a wire across, or I can create like a kind of like this and then build the string up from them, just so it's like really nice and secure for the tomatoes to grow up. But yeah, we'll see. So it's a little bit of honesty, it's actually the following Tuesday now. The weather has been so horrendous, I haven't actually been able to get here. If you've watched my channel in like previous videos, you will know I'm more than happy to work away in the rain. However, the rain has been absolutely, just the weather in general has been horrendous. So I just want to say, anyone that has been hit by, I think it's Storm Ewan, is it, or anyone that's struggled with the or been hit with the weather that's really bad, I really hope you're all safe and well, and doing okay. I messaged family over in Northern Ireland and they were without power for a little while. So yeah, I hope everyone is keeping safe. So the plan is for this morning, it is still raining, however it's on and off this morning, so I thought I've got here early, I'm going to do my I've got some hot water, boiling water in here. I'm going to do my oats mixture. I've also treated myself and done some little blueberries and dark chocolate as well. And I'm going to have my breakfast here and jump out into the allotment when it stops raining. So that is kind of the plan in a way for today. So what I am going to do is, though, today is going to be taking everything out of the ground. I'm going to put it into the compost bin that I've got. I still don't know whether I'm going to be able to put the new one up soon. I need to go and knock and see if someone's got really good pallets near my old house. So I'm going to go and see if they want their pallets or if I can take them, and then I have to still see if I can get them in the car. But I'm just going to put everything into the compost, and then if I can get them, great, I can move everything across. If not, at least the ground is kind of ready to go. So yeah, that is the plan for today, but it's looking really well actually. I went to B&Q. Do you know what, I'm going to pour my porridge quickly just to let it settle. I'll be back in a moment. I'll wait for that to settle. I'm hoping I've not got food all in my teeth now, but I also popped to B&Q the other day just to kind of see a few options for the tomatoes, the outside tomatoes, and I think I've got a good plan. I think I kind of know what I'm going to do now, so I can hopefully get the battens for that and start on that as well, possibly next week. So we'll see. It might have to be more of like a summery job, just because it obviously doesn't need to be done now. The tomatoes probably won't go obviously into the ground until at least April time, I'm thinking anyway, just off the top of my head. So it's not a problem if it doesn't. I'll pop a little picture in here actually of the kind of idea, the style I'm going with. I've got the loops from the fruit cage, and they're really, really sturdy. So I'm hoping we should be okay. But I'm gonna quickly eat some of this breakfast, and then hopefully the rain would have blown over a little bit by then. But yeah, let's crack on. I don't know if you can hear and see that rain, but it is just non-stop. It's just the consistency of it is exhausting. The sky, oh, it's just so hard, isn't it, to get out here when it's like this, or just decide what to do with your plot really, because, or plan out your day for when you are here. You just don't know what it's going to be like. We're just going to have to get out in it, I think. The only thing I don't know how I'm going to do is film, because it's going to get absolutely hammered, my phone. So I don't really know how we're going to do this. However, I'll just quickly run out and show you what I'm going to crack on with, and kind of like a little before and after. Yeah, let me show you that first. So this is the area I kind of want to focus on mainly. This morning I want to take all of these out. I'm going to leave the leeks in, that's fine, and I'm going to leave the chard in because that's doing okay. And then I just want to see if I can get some of these weeds out as well. And I can always pull over this. So this is what the Christmas bed was. I still haven't decided yet with this. I still really need to have a really good think about it. However, if I can just make a start on this, it should make a bit of a difference to this area as well. But yeah, so let's crack on. Also, this is the reality of it. This is the reality of allotment life in winter. And do you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way, really. Well, I would, but I mean, it's not going to stop me. And just as I said that, blue skies came out. Oh, what a breath of fresh air to finally see that. Makes the morning so much nicer, doesn't it? So I am going to take the leeks out as well, but the reason I've used this rather than just pulling them all out, or I couldn't pull them out, they were so far in, but they've disturbed the soil then, like, and the surrounding soil, as little as absolutely possible. So yeah, I'm quite pleased I've got this. This is amazing. My cousin actually gave me this and it's the best thing I've ever used. So yeah, I'm going to take the leeks out. I may try, to be fair, the outside bits of them look pretty bad, but the actual plant itself is okay. So I might try and take some of the dead leeks, dead leaves out, and possibly move it to like a pot or something like that. But yeah, I'm just going to take this whole bed out. Sometimes it's just best to start new, isn't it? And they're not going to waste, they're going into the compost, so I'm not too concerned. I'm actually wondering if I can use these as baby leeks. I might take some of the bigger ones home with me today and see if they will taste just as good. If you watched last year, I made these like labels out of clay, and do you know what, they've held together well. They're just really soft now, so I'm wondering whether I can get a better like glaze to go over them to make them a little bit more waterproof, and they might be okay. I've got some in the shed as well for this year, so I'm wondering if I just reglaze them, whether they'd be okay. But they've done all right actually. I thought they may just completely crumble, but they're all right. Apologies guys, I haven't been able to film much because it has absolutely chucked it down, and to be honest with you, I've only just been taking the weeds out anyway, so it wouldn't have been great footage to watch anyway, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's absolutely chucked it down. However, we have made great progress. So this was the bed with the celery and the leeks in, so they've all come out. I've also taken majority of the weeds out from there, or like, to be honest with you, they're not even weeds, they're just grass, where it's blown over, and it's, so there's a couple of bits I just need to like pick out by hand, which will be fine. And then I've also come over and done it as well next to the rhubarb. So with this area, I haven't bothered doing down the side because I'm actually going to dig this up, split it, and then kind of what's the word, space them out a little bit better, so they've just got a bit more room to grow, because they get really overcrowded. So I just want to kind of get rid of that. And then this is where then the tomatoes will go, along this end bit here, kind of really where those last bits of bags are. So yeah, I've made some great progress on here. I need to stop because my back is killing me. I've been using this, which has saved it a little bit, but it's still quite short. I've got quite a long body, so it's still a bit of a lean over. But yeah, I feel like that's made a really good dent. I need to just get rid of this pile here. Really good dent in it, really. So I'm just going to pull a couple of those bits out by hand, and then it should be good. I will take the chard out, but I'm not going to bother doing that today because I want to try and get these little bits done, really. They're a bit more of a priority than anything. And then I will take this black sheet off when I've got a really good plan in action, it's kind of like ready to go. So yeah, I'm really pleased. I do need to do this bit as well, because this bit is going to be used soon. As soon as my I'm going to plant up some salads and some beetroot and things like that today. So yeah, kind of half of that will be used for that, and I think I'm going to get my brassicas and things in as well, and I can start filling it up. And the more I fill it up with brassicas, the more I'll take the salad out and move them to a different location. So yeah, that's kind of the plan really. So I'm just going to take out these last little bits, and then we'll go from there. So guys, I think that is going to conclude the video. Sorry today's footage wasn't very wasn't a lot, but I kind of just wanted to finish up this video a bit, rather than in the last one having it a bit just like a blunt finish. But I do feel like today has made a huge difference. So hopefully next visit I'll be able to like crack on with a few other jobs. I do as well, I think is becoming a bit of a priority, is the fruit cage. So I think maybe next time we kind of focus on that, get them in the ground, get them a little bit more organized, and get the fruit cage nice and stable, because that's one of my main concerns. I just want it to be really stable, and I just need to figure out the best way to do that. So I think that's what we focus on next time. And I am going to go back and sow some seeds, I think, today. Just a couple of little bits, just some like salads, just to get a couple of things kind of started up. I know a lot of people are planting their chilies and tomato seeds now, but I think I'm going to wait for mine, just for, bearing in mind we are, I want to say the 22nd or 23rd of January. Oh no, maybe I'm later than that. Trying to think what it is. Yeah, scrap that, I've got no concept of time anymore. I think we're actually more the 20, let me just check. Serves everything, doesn't it? It's the 28th of January. So I think I'm going to wait until at least the second week of February, just because I don't have a heat mat, I don't have a greenhouse, I've got a little radiator, I could put them on, but I don't have a lot of space for them. So I would kind of rather give it a couple more weeks, get things like my sweet peas in, and my salads and things like that in, let them kind of get a bit bigger, and I can move them away from the warmer area once they've kind of germinated a bit. Oh, excuse me. And then I can get my chilies, tomatoes, and things like that done. So yeah, I do hope that kind of if you're in the same position as me, don't worry that you haven't done your tomatoes or your chili seeds yet. Don't worry too much. One thing I think I have missed the period for though is tulips. All my bulbs and things, I think I've just missed it. So I might plant a few up, see how they go, but if they don't work, they don't work. It's fine. So yeah, that's going to conclude the video for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, and you do like the videos, please do subscribe and give it a like. It would be really appreciated. But if you don't worry. Have a lovely week ahead, or weekend, not sure when this is going live. But yeah, take care guys, bye.